what God has in store for me, or what exactly, is His will for me. But I do know that it all starts with my heart, and that's so scary because I don't like giving my heart out.
I pray you're not lost in your pride, your ego, your self-esteem. You better recognize this isn't some accident. You better understand my love is making.
Hey guys, just to start off, all the footage I used for the mukbang, I accidentally deleted. So I don't really have any idea what exactly I'm doing today or what I'm recording. I just decided I'm just gonna talk about like where I am right now and just like my current state, and maybe get some advice. I don't know. But right now I'm at my old house. We're mowing the lawn, me and my brother. And looking back about all the stuff that's really happened, it's really kind of crazy. Like, I didn't really get to finish my freshman year of college. I missed out a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I'm very thankful for where I am right now because, I haven't had any of my family, be lost to the coronavirus. So even though I've had some hardships, like some personal family matters, I haven't really lost anyone to the virus, and I am very, very thankful to God for that. I've been it's been like a really huge roller coaster with everything, and I don't know exactly how I'm handling. I'm just living every day, and I'm waking up and I'm praying, and I'm living every day, and it's kind of like, is this what living is? Like, I thought like once I go to college, it's the best time of my life, and I'm not gonna have to deal with, all the stuff I dealt with 18 years living in, with my parents. But God and the earth had other plans. So now back home, I do have like more of a reality check. So much so that I got bored. It's like started like going on Tinder and matching with people. And I think one thing I realized about myself is that when it comes to my relationships and liking people, I tend to like people that I tend to attract to guys who I know that if we started a relationship, it would not work for some reason. I don't know why. Like, either this guy's like lives across the world, or he's way older than me, or just some other factor that in reality it just wouldn't work. And I don't know why I do that to myself. I don't know why I create these relationships. I don't think I do it purposely. And I just kind of like started noticing it after I started talking to this guy that I matched on Tinder, and I'm like, what am I doing to myself? The guys who are actually near me and live near me, I'm not matching my way. I'm not matching with them. But the people who live thousands of miles away from me, yeah, sure, I can talk to you for 5 days. I'm not thirsty. the people I've talked to, I love talking to them, so it's no problem. But it's just kind of weird how, I'm only 18, but I feel like I've been through so much stuff. But at the same time, I haven't been through a lot of stuff, and I'm constantly learning about myself. I'm constantly learning about my family and my friends, and also during this quarantine, I've been trying to I've been getting closer with God, and developing more of a relationship with God and with Jesus. And another thing I realized is that what God has planned for me is gonna all come through my heart. Like, if anybody knows me personally, I'm very caring, very loving person, and I tend to sympathize with someone. I tend to look for the best in someone before I look for the bad, and which is very hard for me because I don't like expressing my emotions, especially when it comes to anything negative. I don't like expressing my emotions. So I don't know exactly what God has in store for me, or what exactly is His will for me. But I do know that it all starts with my heart, and that's so scary because I don't like giving my heart out. You know, I've trusted people in the past, and you know, things failed. I was disappointed, and you know, I'm not saying that I have any trouble, like, you know, making friends or, you know, creating relationships. Is that in the back of my mind, there's like a little warning sign, like, oh, this is all very temporary, you know, and it's not good to think that way. It's not good to think that way. It's not good to live that way, thinking that, oh, everybody's gonna leave me at some point. Even if it's true, it's not good to think about it that way. Yeah, so I've been really trying my best to be more optimistic about everything, and allow myself to feel the emotions I have, even though I don't like being sad for a long time, and I don't like crying. I hate crying with a passion. I'm trying really hard to allow myself to feel the feelings I have, to feel sad, to feel disappointed, to feel that, but to not dwell in it. You know, there's a difference between experiencing it and dwelling it. You know, you're allowed to experience your emotions, but don't dwell on it, because that's when, like, the devil comes in. You know, he starts to make you think these certain thoughts that are not true about yourself. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt the need to just like talk and just like rant out, and you know, just it's been a lot. Like, if you really think about it, like man, like, when was the last time we had a pandemic? You know, it just shows how much, you know, America was unprepared. Our, you know, world leaders were unprepared. Our president of the United States completely, he's telling us to put disinfectant into our veins. Are you serious? He's saying he's joking. No president should be joking about that, especially when people are actually doing it. Make it make sense. But yeah, it's been really, really crazy, and like, I still don't know how to wrap my head around it at all. I haven't necessarily cried about it or like felt really sad. Like, I didn't lose friends, but like, you know, a lot of relationships got cut off really early, and I didn't get to develop as much as relationships with my friends as I wanted to, and you know, I may not see them again, and I don't know exactly what to feel, and I think that's the scariest part, because I'm so used to that, of not knowing what to feel, so I don't feel anything. You know, and there's been times where like I just felt numb, and just felt no reason to even I'll say to myself, like, there's no reason to cry, because crying doesn't do anything except give you happy endorphins that last like an hour. So that's the psychology side coming out of me. I sometimes I get very, very literal about myself, and I become very hard on myself. And it's not good. It's not good, because, you know, I deserve happiness. I deserve to have people who love me for who I am. And even though I didn't grow up in a community like that, I need to change that. I need to change my thinking and believe that, you know, no matter what happens, God always has the good for me. So I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know who I'm preaching to. I don't know, but I just want to tell people that, you know, you don't have to know everything, and you don't have to be picture perfect, and you don't have to always be perfect, and like, no one's asking you to be perfect. I'm not. I know I'm not, and I try my hardest to be. I try my hardest to be perfect. You know, to not, like, there's this, when I was really sick, I still wanted to go to work because of how much I cared about the kids. And I probably had COVID, I don't know, God forbid, but I probably had COVID. That's a whole other story, how I probably had COVID back on campus. But I try my hardest not to let people down. But, you know, whoever I'm preaching to, like, don't carry the world on your hands. You can't. You're a human being, okay? Like, let's start with that. You're a human being, and human beings are not perfect. They're not. They're just not. I'm not perfect. And, you know, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget. You're going to trip. You're going to fall. Nothing's going to be perfect. Like, that's just how it is. That's how life is. And you have to accept it as it is. But it doesn't mean that it defines you. It does not define you. Being perfect doesn't define you. being, you know, the most athletic person in the room doesn't define you. Being the most beautiful person in the room doesn't define you. All this stuff that society tells us that, you know, defines us don't. You know, who is it for a man that doesn't even know who the hell you are to tell you what you are? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Someone you met 3 seconds ago and already, like, they're telling you who you are. Like, no. Unless that person is Jesus Christ, no. Like, come on. Don't beat yourself up for things you can't control. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Like, I can't say that everything's gonna be okay and you're not gonna hurt and you're not gonna cry and you're not gonna feel sad and you're not gonna, you know, go through these struggles. But I can say that as long as you're alive, you're gonna get through it somehow, some way. Whether it takes years, minutes, seconds, months, whatever it is, you're gonna get through it. And I stand on that. You know, whatever Jesus has in store for you, you know, life can only get better when you're down. And God has good wills for us. And even though it might seem like you're in the deepest, darkest pit, you know, that's when the light shines brightest. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm not the judge. Anyone can come to me and ask me for it. It could be something stupid like, hey, I don't know how to wash dishes. I got you. Like, I got you. Like, don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. No, you're not alone. And yeah. So thank you for watching. If anybody needs prayers or just want to talk to me, I don't know, let me know. Okay. And that boy you keep messing with, you need to stop. Okay? I know I'm talking to someone out there. That's fucked up. I don't know if I'm actually speaking sense. But with that girl you're talking to, you need to stop, okay? Don't run back to your ex. Don't run back to those toxic people, okay? If someone wants to be with you, they will be with you. If someone wants to love you, they will go out their way to love you, okay? Trust me, human beings are built like that. If we want something, we'll go for it, okay? So don't be running to someone that don't want you. Only want you for one thing, okay? We all know what that one thing is, okay? Period. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm so sorry that it wasn't the expected YouTube video. It was I take full responsibility because I did delete it by accident. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to, you know, just do impromptu and switch it up. So yeah, have a good day. Next video in May. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'll ask you guys on my Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, or on Twitter. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.
All I see is blessings, got no time for stressing. Don't believe in failures in my life, it's only lessons. They just make